for the times they are changing. Oh.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought.
Hello, mate, you alright? How's it going? How's it going, friends? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I do hope you're doing well. Really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News, the daily series here on the channel where I see what's being said about Chelsea, giving you my thoughts on that for whatever it's worth, and more importantly, as always, asking for yours and starting up the conversation down in the comments. Chelsea have turned down bids for Kepa Balaga. Shouldn't be doing that. Should not be turning down bids. We should be accepting bids. We'll figure out what's going on there on The Athletic. A few quotes from Cucurella. Maybe a good quote to Everton. Ooh, on loan. That could be a good loan. Could be a good loan. Scottish. And Desiree Doué, a French Ivory Coast young international that Chelsea are interested in, apparently. French reports suggest. Could we get revenge on Bayern Munich for getting Elise? I mean, we'll talk about that as well. So strap yourselves in, guys. Thank you as always for joining me. Thank you for supporting the content. Easy, like, subscribe. Ding, ding, ding. Super simple to learn English, Jan, or learn to talk, should I say. It's a super simple way to support your boy, so thank you for doing that. Also, uploaded again today, ding, on Football Yannick, the sister channel, the non-Chelsea channel. I spoke about how Man City fans are turning on Kyle Walker. Is it fair? If you feel like you're interested in just football generally, and not just Chelsea, then do go subscribe to Football Yannick. It's a passion project of mine, and I'm nearing 15,000 subscribers. So, yeah. Look at this branding. Look at this lovely branding. Look at this sweet boy. Why wouldn't you want to subscribe to that guy? All right, let's get into it. Ugh, just really muggy in the studio today. I have to take my clothes off. Don't want to get demonetized, so I shan't do that. Where do we start? I know. Let's start off with Kepa Balaga, Spanish goalkeeper. So Big Orny of The Athletic has published an article saying Chelsea have turned down an initial offer for Kepa from Al Ittihad. Of course, that's the club with Kante and gang. Talks are continuing with the Saudi Pro League club and other suitors ahead of an expected permanent transfer for the goalkeeper from Stamford Bridge this summer. Still only 29, of course, young for a goalkeeper, who is under contract for another year, spent last season on loan at Madrid, of course, because Thibaut got an ACL, and then Kepa came into, I understand why Kepa went running. Actually, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid were fighting over Kepa. What a unique situation, because no other clubs will want him now. Do you know what I mean? Bayern Munich wanted him because, oddly, because did he got his place back under Thomas Tuchel, didn't he, for a little bit? I think he did. I think he got his place back under Tuchel a little bit towards the very end after the Champions League win. Maybe. Anyway, Tuchel wanted them at Bayern, and a really unique situation where Real Madrid scouted him before we even signed him. So this is back to his Athletic Bilbao days. And they were like, yeah, we'll have him for a season as Courtois replacement. But of course, he got, trumped by Lunin, and Lunin became the goalkeeper. So, yeah. What a weird scenario when everyone, all like the two most prestigious European clubs in terms of Champions Cup, Champions Leagues, wanted Kepa. Anyway, weird. He didn't do anyone a great service. Obviously, he won a La Liga title there, starting a lot of games. So, he'll proudly have that medal. Do you know what I mean? He played half the season as a starter. That's, it's better than being a second choice goalkeeper playing that many games. So he'll be proud of that. But yeah, he did get benched. Bro got benched. He got little broed by Lunin. Anyway, so he would want to go back to Real Madrid, ideally, but they're not sure about that. Obviously, it's money. He's returned to fitness now, Courtois, so he's back in the first team. He's not going to be a first team goalkeeper at Real, whatever happens. Begrudgingly, I do dub Courtois the best goalkeeper in the world on form. That big nose knobber. Balaga's former Chelsea teammate N'Golo Kante, of course, joined Al Ittihad last summer, and Fabinho's there, Karim Benzema's there. There's other people. Isn't that where? No, well, I'm thinking of oh my god, my brain. Not the one Ronaldo plays for. Al Hilal. That's like the Galactico one, isn't it? Like, I know that's not got Benzema, but that's got Neymar and Serge Milinkovic-Savic and Mitrovic and what's his face? The young guy, the midfielder, Portuguese midfielder from Wolves. I just can't believe it's out of my brain. Loads of them, and they don't have a good goalkeeper as well. They've got that's for me. That's like the all-star Saudi side. Anyway, we've of course got Petrovic, Sanchez, Bettinelli, and Bergstrom's knocking about as well. Look, firstly, let's just break this down quickly. I thought we were going to have to terminate Kepa's contract. He's on really high wages. No one's going to absorb those except Saudi. I thought we were just going to have to say, yeah, all right, see you later, mate. 71 million, it was a big mistake. The fact that he remains the world record fee for a goalkeeper, they won't be beaten for ages, by the way. It just won't. It won't, you know? Unless, like, I mean, it won't. I mean, I was going to say even Donnarumma, say if, like, a Real Madrid got a load of money and they wanted to buy Donnarumma to replace Courtois, and PSG charged a lot of money, but he was on fraud watch for a while. Donnarumma, I really wasn't sure, but he had a great Euros for Italy. Anyway, I digress. Point being, if we're being offered actual money for Kepa and not having to terminate his contract, and they'll just take all his wages, and, you know, that's cash money, man. That's cash money. I'm sorry, bro. Gracias, but you're out of here, brother. See you later. Some quotes. Well, let's quickly, just quickly. It looks like Aston Villa. Of course, they say goodbye to Douglas Luiz. They're a very good midfielder, but it looks like they signed Amadou Onana, who obviously is a starter for the golden generation Belgium. Great player, by the way, Amadou Onana. When Frank Lampard was managing Chelsea, I said, that guy is great. Was he at Everton then? Or was it when he was managing Everton? Point being, I'd never pat myself on the back, but early doors I called him as a fantastic player, and he's got like a sort of like, you know, strength to him. I'm not presenting you this cup. I'm about to take a sip, but I will pause the recording. Ooh, delicious. Anyway, they're gonna make peas for him, Everton. Understandably, great player. 50 million of them, apparently. I don't know if that's entirely true, but I read that somewhere. And Everton obviously going to have a big hole in midfield, and they're looking at Ugachukwu on loan. Do you know what I say? Thank you very much. Perfect. Great loan. Great loan. Leslie Ugachukwu is a defensive central midfielder. Get him in that robust Sean Dyche midfield that look like they're a good Premier League operators now. A loan, starting position, wicked. I'd say. If you can follow the path of Amadou Onana as well, I think that's nothing short of dope. So yeah, man, I dig that. Let me know what you think. Let's do, yeah. Some quotes from Cucurella from a long read that he's done on The Athletic. Shout out at CFCPOIS, because I am definitely just reading this off his Twitter page, because I thought about going through the article with you guys, but I thought that this guy's obviously taking some nuggets. Let's extract the nuggets from him. So Cucurella has talked about Nico Williams, of course, facing England in the Euros final tomorrow. Gulp from me and my fellow Englishman. Cucurella spoke about Nico. He says, I tell him every day to sign for Chelsea. Bearing in mind he's got a great relationship with him on the pitch. He plays behind him. And he kind of allows Nico Williams to play his best football. I'm sure Nico Williams loves playing with Cucurella in front of him because, you know, this guy's got his back. And Cucurella's, you know, rightly been given praise this European Championship for his performances and the fact how he's freed up Nico Williams. So he tells him daily that he should come to Chelsea. He'd help us a lot. He's more than welcome, and he knows that. Laughs. But he's so young and he has to decide himself with the people. We know about Nico Williams. I'd sign him off right now if it was financially viable. If he was like, you know what, mate, I'll take an Nkunku salary at Chelsea, I'd be like, come on down, bro. You know, but if he's going to demand silly wages, then it's not right. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. And we're going to speak about Désiré Doué in just a moment. So we'll get onto that in a moment. Cucurella spoke about the new manager, of course, Enzo Maresca, and says, yeah, he texted me a few days ago. The feelings were good. It all looks exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. Some people from Chelsea reached out to me too during the Euros. That's good. And we've heard from Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer's like, yeah, you know, I've worked with him before. He's the guy who made me a right winger, of course, in the Man City Academy. We know that Tosin's aware of him from sort of paths crossing, I think, at Man City. I'm not entirely sure. And, of course, Romeo Lavia knows Enzo Maresca. And, yeah, so, it's the affiliations are good. And Cucurella, I think he was probably quite frustrated when Pochettino was sacked, thinking, Raddy, go again. But he's having a nice time with the Euros. The mood is slowly percolating to a positive one at Chelsea with this new style of football. So it's nice that you can feel excited about it. And Cucurella knows he played well at Chelsea last season, inverting, and his new gaffer is going to do a similar thing, probably. He might invert the other side. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll be the left back, him and Renato. Maybe. He also said this. Because obviously Cucurella is being praised now, rightly, but it wasn't always like this. Bo Burnham, it wasn't always like this. Not very long ago, just before your time, Cucurella was getting criticized from time to time. He says this: fans judged me and some other fans judged me and some other of my teammates for the price Chelsea paid for us, which has nothing to do with me. If that money had gone straight into my pocket, then maybe that would be fair. People expect that with certain price tags, you need to be a machine. Sometimes it's difficult to understand that we are just normal people who have our own problems off the pitch. We have worse and better phases of our lives. And Cucurella, it's been widely reported, that he had a rough time, bro. Loads of stuff was going on. His house was robbed. I think he had some family issues. And I know he looks like he's about 34, but the dude was probably about 24 when he signed for Chelsea. How old is he now? 25, 26? He's still like entering his prime, lest we forget. Marc Cucurella is 25, bro. He does turn 26 in 9 days. So I nailed it with my estimations. My guesstimation. I like Cucurella. He's funny. He's fun. He's quite robust for a diminutive small player. And, I'd be very happy for him to stay at Chelsea as that inverting fullback. But, I just don't know. Yeah, I'd like him to stay. The thing is, right, because he costs so much money, like, if it's almost like if you get an opportunity to cash in them and make some of that money back, and he's on higher wages that Chelsea would like to be paying, if you could get, like, another sort of Gusto style. I mean, Vega might be very good. And if he's good, and if he's like Gusto, right, we're starting to look like geniuses over here at Chelsea. We'll see what happens with that, though. Time will tell. But I just wonder if there's an opportunity to sell him for a lot. How I'd feel. I'd probably prefer we didn't, but I'm not sure I'd be like on my knees crying at the same time. But above all, he seems like a really good dude. Like, genuinely. He seems like a nice guy. He's funny. He's one of the boys, and clearly he tries very hard and is a professional. So credit to him as a footballer. Right, Chelsea is still looking for a winger. We are, and potentially a striker, depending on how well Nkunku does in pre-season with Enzo Maresca. That's the talk, anyway. That's what the streets are saying. Welcome to Football Therapy. So French reports spoke about a young Ivorian and French international Désiré Doué. He is a predominantly a left winger who can play on the right if you want him to. In fact, we should look at that in a moment. Firstly, this is coming from Le Parisien. I can't remember, a French outlet, or it might be L'Equipe actually. A French publication, and it's saying, look, Bayern Munich want him, and they've had a bid rejected for like 35 million euro. Tottenham apparently like him as well, and Chelsea are interested. Now, it's not Chelsea over the headlines. Romano's mentioned a Premier League team. I know Alex Goldberg is a big fan of him, and he's sort of quietly been excited about it, which usually is a sign that something might be happening. I could ask Alex. I might drop him a WhatsApp, actually. But yes, he's really exciting. He hasn't got crazy numbers. I think he's got 8 goal involvements for Rennes. A lot of wicked players come out of Rennes, don't they? Really do. I mean, loads of great players come out of France generally, often Paris. But Camavinga just recently as well, and Doku. They're absolutely making peas. Apparently, they want 50 million for Desiree Doué. And why not? They just keep farming. They make loads of money, so why not? Let's have a look at him, yeah? Shall we have a look? Here we are. It is transfer marked. So as you can see here, he's 1.81 meters tall. He is a... Here we go. Oh, he says he's both-footed. Rare. I want it. Double feet. He's got 2 years left on his contract. So he will, that's why they're commanding a lot of money. Left winger, as you say, predominantly. His value is higher than ever, 30 million. But, whenever you actually ask for a transfer, it's always more than what transfer marks say. Yeah, both-footed. Can play on both sides. Ooh, versatile. I like it. Just quickly on this is his scouting report on FBref. Here are his strengths. And off the bat, as you can see, wow, wait, look at all these 99 percentiles. He is a #dribbly boy. Progressive carries received, successful take-ons that lead, okay, fouls drawn. All these are dribbling, successful take-ons that lead to a goal. These are all dribbling, successful take-ons, carries into the final third, carries into the penalty area, fouls drawn, which for me is basically a dribbling stat anyway. And he's all in the top 1% in Europe for attacking mids and wingers. That is crazy. Nearly 4.4 progressive carries per game. He is a dribbler, which I'm actually, for the left-hand side, I'm here for because, we've got an answer to that on the right-hand side in Noni Madueke. He loves doing that. Cole Palmer, not so much. Cole Palmer wants to sort of drift inside and do some passing and runs and stuff like that. Maybe even a shot. But yeah, someone like a Noni, he'll go to the byline and dribble inwards. You don't really see that with Sterling. Mudrik's weird. He's supposed to be good at dribbling, but everyone thinks of him as a sort of running and behind guy. But no one really is as good of a ball carrier dribbler as a winger for Chelsea. Correct me if I'm wrong, than Noni Madueke on the right. So you could have an answer to that on the left, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, man. I mean, hipster player, innit? Looks good. I would love it if Bayern Munich really want him and we gazump Bayern Munich and we sign him right out of the grasp of that silly German club. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? But as always, I'm going to put it out to you guys. Let me know what you think. Please do leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you as always for supporting me as a content creator by liking, subscribing, hitting the bell if you subscribe. And if you really want to be a friend, share the video, man. Does anyone do that? Yeah, you should do that. All right, mate. See you back here soon, hopefully. Peace.